So I was walking back from a meeting out of the office, and just before I entered my door to my office, I came across a piece of paper on the ground, and I was thinking at that same time what I wanted to do for my next For What It's Worth episode. And lo and behold, I picked up this piece of paper, and on it it said, alignment of purpose and self-help. And I've been reading a lot about different people that are facing mental health issues, whether it's sport figures like Naomi Osaka or Aaron Rodgers, who's now saying he's focused this summer on his mental health, or just regular people that are facing all kinds of anxiety, maybe coming out of the pandemic, for example. But I also thought about a story that, true story, a person that worked for me at the New Haven YMCA way back in the day. And I'll call this person Bruce, who was a Yale University student in graduate school, actually. And he was a philosophy major, and he also wanted to really help people. His purpose was to help people, to make a difference in the world. And Bruce worked in our SRO, single room occupancy housing. We had about 400 people in the units. We were one of the largest providers of SRO. And Bruce was so dedicated and had that purpose that he would spend, without exaggerating, 3 straight days and nights, up in the middle of the night, talking with residents and seeing how he could help them. So Bruce had this purpose, but the challenge with Bruce, and we couldn't shake him of this unless I said, Bruce, you have to go home now. The challenge with Bruce was after about 3 days of this, he would make himself sick. And this was a physical sickness, but probably he had some mental issues related to that, mental health issues related to that as well. So he would work so hard, beat himself into the ground, and then we wouldn't see Bruce for like another week. And this would go on until at one point Bruce really had to resign because it was too much going to school and then also trying to do this work that he was doing. But the thing that, the point that I wanted to make is that, it's important for people to have that balance. There's a lot of us that are hard drivers and really go all out on the side, whether it's work or physical side of life. But also we don't balance that sometimes with what we need to do for our mental health. At TurkNet we talk a lot about this, whether it's mindfulness or making sure that we balance between respect and responsibility and how we work with people. So think about Bruce and some of the things that are happening nowadays and how you're balancing, hopefully, or people that you know are balancing that opportunity. Sometimes we just have to really talk to our employees, for example, and say, hey, maybe you need to take a break. Some people don't even want to take vacation. I'm sure you've run into people like that. And where I've worked, oftentimes we make them take that time off. Now they may be working from home or whatever, but at least there's that principle that, take a break, take a mental health break, make sure that you're at your peak performance, because if you're not mentally and physically capable, whether you're an athlete, whether you're an employee, whether you're a leader of a company, you're not going to be able to be at your top performance, for what it's worth.